Hi everyone, this is Joyce from Paper Out with Joyce, and I hope everybody's having a great day. It's kind of muggy here in Massachusetts. We had a downpour this morning, but now it's dried up, but it's really, really humid out. Um, but a good time to sit in and make some cards. So today I'm going to be using the uh, Tropical Leaf stamp set. Uh, and I have 3 different cards to show you. Hopefully I can get them all in. If I don't have time to finish all of them, I'll at least show them to you. So the first one we're going to do, this is a really, I got this and I thought, I wonder what I can do with this. And as I started working with it, I kept coming up with ideas, and I still have some more to create. So you may see this another video with the same stamp set. But for now, let's get going on the ones I have. The first one is one that I ended up using. This is it right here. And I ended up using some different colors, which I think are pretty neat. And also, I used one of the elegant border dies. And if you're not familiar with them, it's a beautiful set of dies, and I would strongly suggest you getting them because if you've seen the video I made using them, they really make some beautiful cards. So the one I used for this card is this thin one, and that's what created this decorative edge on the sides of this top DSP. Okay, so they're not in the annual book catalog, but they're online. You can get them on the online exclusives. Trying to think. I just wanted to show you where I got this DSP, which worked in nicely with this stamp set. It's called Artfully Composed, and it has wonderful, wonderful leaf patterns of all kinds of color combinations and leaves. Beautiful. And I didn't realize I was even going to be using it till I got the stamp set, and how great it goes with it, because it has a lot of the stamps that we use in the stamp set. So to start with, I'm going to move this over to the corner here for a minute. Start with our base. I used Calypso Coral. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored by 4 1/4. And then the DSP, which I've cut a lot of this out already so that I could get all 3 cards in. This DSP was 5.5 by 4, and then I cut it with the border die on the edges. I don't know if you can see that from here. Oops. But it's got a really pretty edge to it. Okay. So let's get that on first. Get my silicone mat out here. I love leaves, so anything with leaves or feathers catches my eye immediately. And that's why I ended up getting this set, because I just love it. Oops, I just put that upside down. That was another thing. This does have a direction. If you look at it, the leaves are all going in up. So just be careful of that. Okay, so I cut out these leaves with the punch oops, ahead of time, and I used 2 with the coral paper cardstock and 1 with the old olive. But I can stamp the veins to show you how that works. And here it is up here. And I used Evening Evergreen for a darker vein. Should get my paper here. And they're very easy. Very easy to do. Trying not to get my head in the shot. Okay, so there's our leaves. And I put those on dimensionals to get them, give them a little bit of height. I'm trying to stay in my shot here. And I'm going to put the dimensionals on first, and then I'm going to kind of position them as I get all 3 done here. Oops, where'd the other one go? Oh, here it is. I love it when I start making cards, and then as I'm making them, I get all ideas for other cards. It's great. So as you can see on this one, I kind of staggered them, but at the same time overlapped them. And I want to leave room for the sentiment. So this was a very quick card, actually. Even though you had to cut out the border, it still came out pretty quick. And then I punched out, this is the punch for the leaves, and I had already punched them out just to save some time. I will be doing another one, and I'll show you how I did that. I also punched out a couple of these branches, these little twig branches, and I'm going to add that for some more texture. And I put one up here. I just put glue at the bottom so that they could stick out. There. And now for the sentiment, I'm going to make this one, let's see, I think I'll make this one a happy birthday. I like to make a lot of different ones, so when I need a card, I can just grab it. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen for that. And I'm also going to put that on dimensionals. I love dimensionals. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll see that. I always say I love dimensionals. And I'm just going to put that right about here. Oops, make sure you get it straight. All right, let's close it up, and then I'm going to put the inside piece and a few little gems on it. And the inside is a white piece. Steal one from my other pack here. And I'm going to stamp one leaf in it, one of the smaller leaves. Go use, I'll stick with the old olive, I think. Oops. Sorry, I'm going out of the shot. Okay, and then I'm going to do the evergreen for the veins so that they stand out. There we go. Okay, let's put that on the inside. Okay. And then I'm going to put a couple of little gems. And I added the black. I thought it was kind of nice. It kind of pulled out some of the black in the DSP. There. Okay. So that's card number 1. Move this out for a way. Okay, so this one, the next one is a Gatefold card. And that looks like this. And I really like the way this came out. Okay. All right. So the base I used mint macaron, which goes really nicely with the DSP. This is another piece from that pack that I showed you with all the different leaves. So we start out with the base, and that is the same 8.5 by 5.5, scored at scored at 2 1/8 on both sides to get the gatefold. Okay. So you have your 2 gatefolds right here. Let's do those first. All right, and then we're going to put the DSP on both fronts like that. And this particular DSP has leaves going in both directions, so it doesn't really have a one-way design, which is good. But another thing that you can do is match up the cut if you have the cut. For instance, this one. If you look at this leaf is part of this leaf is part of this leaf. It doesn't have to be that way, but it's just another added feature that you could add to the card. because the embellishments on the front kind of fill in anyway over it, but there we go. Okay, so then we have 2 large leaves and 2 small ones, and I've already cut them out and colored them so that we can get them right on there. And then this will be the piece that goes in the middle with the sentiment on it. Okay, but I do put the leaves on first. I want to position those first. So let's do that. Put these over. This was the first one that I did, and I really liked the way it came out. And as I was doing it, I started thinking of all these other designs. Very inspiring stamp set. This comes with the stamp set and the punch for the large leaves. If you want to use the small ones, you have to fussy cut them out, but they're very easy because they're round. There's not a lot of intricate cutting. So I went right on the edge on this side, but I overlapped it a little bit because that's not going to hurt to overlap. Just watch where your dimensionals go so that you don't connect the other side too, because you want to be able to open it. Okay. I thought that was pretty. Okay, and then we have the black hexagon that's going to go on a dimensional also. And then let's put the sentiment piece too. I'll put this on first. So this one will go slide under the leaves like this, but it will only connect to this side, of course, so that you can still open it. So you don't need dimensionals on this one. You just need to put a little glue on the edge. So when it slides in, you can connect just on that. And if you want to be real careful, you can open that up when you're doing it so that you don't get glue on everything else. Okay. And then we're going to put the sentiment right on the top. And I made this a thank you. I like having some thank you cards. Let's do Old Olive on that. And that one will slide under the leaf like this. And I got a little bit of the side of the green, but what I'm going to do is put an embellishment on there. There. And then on the inside, I want to put a white, and I must have used it up. I used it up. Hold on. 3.5 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside piece. And we'll stamp a small leaf again. Let's see, let's do this. Okay, and that one goes here. And I forgot, this one I did put an inside message. You don't have to if you want to just write, but I did stamp a few more leaves, so let me do that. I like that look. If you set this all up ahead of time, you could make quite a few in a few minutes, you know, like an assembly line. There. Okay. And there we have number 2. Oh, I need to put a couple of little gems on this one too. Let's see. I think I did black on that too because they stood out nicely. There. It's nice to spread your gems around because it brings your eye to all different sides of the card. And there we have card number 2. And then my last card, which I need to cut another piece. No, I guess I don't. Okay. This is the last one. And this is, this one I used, that's the set, but I also used the Tropical Hideaway stamp, which is an all-over stamp. I love it. I love this. Look at the beautiful background it makes. I love it. So the base is your usual 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.5. I'm going to fold that right now. Get it done. Okay. And then I put a black liner first. And the black liner is 5 1/4 by 4. And I will have all these measurements in the description. If you would like a printout, I would be very happy to email one to you if you just email me, and I will show you my email in a minute. And then this is the DSP, and this was stamped with that stamp. which makes a really nice background. Once again, oops, I just looked. This one has a one direction too. The leaves are going up. Okay. And then what I did with this one is I used the stems in the picture also in the focal point. So this one I used the evergreen for the stems. But I didn't have to use the whole thing because I wanted it to come off the paper and to leave a little bit of the DSP up above. So I did it. Just about there. And it gives you 3 stems. Okay, so now, once again, I did cut out, I cut out 2 of the small ones, and I was going to show you how to use the large one. So this is the large stamp, and what you do, a large punch, and what you do is you take a piece of scrap paper, and first you stamp the leaf. And I'm going to do that with soft succulent. And then evening evergreen for the spines. Where are my big spines? Here they are. And then you just slide it in the punch like this. And you line it up. And punch. And that quick, you have a nice leaf. Okay, so that's going to be the large one that's going to go on the top. And the 2 small ones are going to go at the bottom. And we're going to put those on dimensionals also. Okay. Put these in. Okay. Take those off. Whoops. Okay, so the top one I kind of put, the large one I just put it almost straight down. Not quite, just a little bit to the right. And then these 2 I tipped out. Like this. And then our sentiment, thinking of you. I like this one. No, I don't know. Kind of like that. I don't know. But yep, that'll fit. Okay, so we're going to do thinking of you. I'm going to use the evergreen again. I like that, thinking of you, because you could use it for just about anything. You know, someone that needs a little help emotionally, or just telling a friend that you're thinking about them. Dimensionals again. go. And cover the bottom of the spines of the so you can't see that. And then a couple more gems. Let's see our gems. Where did they go? And we'll do black again to pull out the black of the liner. I think that's there. And on the inside, I put a piece of macaron, mint macaron, because it's light enough that you can still put your message and it's readable. Well, that goes like this. And on this one, I took one of the pieces that was left over. Let's see, did I cut one? I already cut one, I think. Yeah. To bring some of the print inside, too. Put this up with my tweezers, because and I think I will put one more leaf. Love those leaves. And then the old olive. There. And there we go. So we have 3 very different cards from that set. And I'm telling you, I have lots of ideas for more. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it gave you some ideas for you to make some cards. Okay? Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you've had this stamp set and you like it and you have gotten some ideas of other ways to decorate them. Okay? Have a great day.